Don't mind this big ass pimple on my face. I'm pretty sure I emphasized in my last video that I've been through some shit. Some shit, man. And what I like to emphasize and and make known and seen is how mental health is a very important thing, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter. I learned that when I observed. I had been around many, countless, humongous groups of people who had nothing in some eyes and had a lot in others. And one common denominator that I saw was their scale of happiness. People with more money, people who were passed down lots of money tend to not really understand life. You just have it thrown at you. What is there to learn? When there's people with less, we figure it out. And yeah, man, I was abused. I was abused for a long time. Couldn't go outside for a very long time. And when I say that, I mean that, from my birth to 16, I had been basically, kept inside. And if I ever went out, it was in moderation. Let's say, there's 365 days out the year. I probably went out, 25 to 30 times that year. And that includes, grocery shop trips, or mall trips, or school. I hang out with my friend every once in a blue moon. I was trapped. I was locked in my room. What I needed to, what I did while being there, listen, so I was trapped in my room for 16 years. And I knew that my situation was not regular at all. I didn't know how to really describe it to others because my consciousness was kind of low at the moment. But I knew, my discernment was telling me that something was wrong. And I observed the nature of my older siblings, saw where their life was headed. And this is not an attempt for me at all to make it seem like I'm better than anyone, because I'm not. But I saw where their life was headed, and man, it was scary. It was a path that I did not want to go down, and I vowed to myself that I would not let that happen. And I became defiant, very resilient towards what I thought was right. And a lot of the times, people didn't want me there or to be around anyone or be a certain group because they knew that if I knew something was not right, I would definitely say that it's not right. But nobody else had the balls to say anything. And that was just always my role, my position growing up. My mom just she gave me utmost amounts of tasks for no reason. Every second of the day, probably I had a task or I had to shift my mind towards a task. And if my mind wasn't on that task, and if I was perceived to be doing nothing or lazy, then I'd be frowned upon. My mom would make it a very big deal. I grew up in the house with my sister and my two brothers. My brothers did just about anything that they wanted, just about anything they could put their minds to. I remember there was times when I was younger. I knew that my mom struggled with money, so there were times when I was younger, I'd find ways to get money to just, cover the expenses of the own fun that I wanted to have. And my mother would take the money, and she would not let me go anywhere, even if I wanted to go to a park. So parts of me feels stuck because I'm not in that place anymore. Like, I'm 19 now. Everything that happened after I turned 16 was just happened really fast. Turned 16, my mom kicked me out. 16 to 17, I'm living with my sister. From 17 to 18, I ended up living with my ex for a while. And, I stayed the same amount of time I stayed with my sister. It was 6 months, man. 6 months with my sister. And then within that upcoming year, spent a lot of time at my ex's house. Basically, slept there, lived there, paid rent to be there. Kind of paid rent. Then after I had whatever money I had left, any money that I was putting aside, I found this spot. I just think that the reality is that I'm mentally drained a little bit. I'm very hopeful for my future, and I don't doubt at all that I'm not gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it 100%. I feel it. I've cried about it. I've journaled about it. I've felt it in my body. I've seen it. I've seen the way people react when I walk in a room. But for me to be 19, I'm about to be 20. I am basically my sole protector. I wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I get myself ready for the day. I arrange whatever needs to get done. At the same time, I run a whole business. I run a whole business to myself. And yes, I could branch out and I could ask for help and I could do this and get shortcuts and all these things. But what I do genuinely believe is that no one can see the vision the way I can. And the only person who really could have an idea could really have an idea of what my vision is my little brother. That's it. Nobody else can really, I could say, see my vision for real. I'm literally in the middle of folding, bro, for real. It's just mental health is so important, and I just need it to be known. I need it to be emphasized more. I'm really thinking of a way every single day how I can go out and change the world 100%. And my dad, the funny thing is that my dad told me the other day, he was because there was a bunch of kittens that needed, rescue. And I was going to call, rescue center to help them out. My dad got mad at me. And he said, you think you could save the world and you can't. And that really made me think about it. And I was like the voice in my head, it was yes, I can. That was my immediate thought to that. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I know I can because I've seen what a couple hours of love can do to someone who has not received love in a long time. I'm not really coming on here to say anything, but I've talked people out of doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? I've had people reconsider, give life a new chance. I've motivated people to, I'm gonna cry. I motivated people to listen to themselves the way I listen to myself, and to make it work, and not fake it till you make it, but like believe it before anyone else can see it, type of thing. And I motivated a couple people to start tattooing. I remember there's one specific girl in high school. I met her through a mutual friend, and she was having a really hard time. She wouldn't go to any classes. She would just stay in the bathroom and isolate herself, and she wouldn't, like, if she would talk to people, you could tell she was trying her hardest to like not fall apart. And partially I initiated conversation because I did know her through someone else. But there's another reason, and that reason was like, yo, she was in pain, and like a lot of people were just letting it be. A lot of these boys that were trying to date her, you know, they were just making it worse, and they didn't even know. And I remember it was like a couple days. Like it was like a span within a week, scattered throughout the school year, that I spent with her, and I talked to her, and I encouraged her, and I made sure she was good. And I told her, she told me she was getting into nails, she wanted to do nails, and I told her, listen, man, I'll support you. I'll be your biggest supporter, bro. Just keep doing it. And she did it. She actually does fucking dope ass nails too. That's crazy. And like, she has faith now, and to my knowledge, she's being taken care of by her partner, and that's really like the most that I could have asked for out that situation. Like, just for her to feel like she's okay. And like I said, it didn't take that much time, and like I can't believe that people go their whole lives feeling like they're nobody. Deadass. When you're somebody. Everybody's somebody. So like, I'm here, but like, I know that there's more that I gotta do. Like, I know that I just started. Like, I literally just started. I know that. I feel like I just started. And I don't know what's coming. But like, I just hope that there's somebody that's going to see me the way that I see other people. That's it. That's all I hope. And there really is a lot of love to give, bro, for real. Like genuine shit. Like, damn, I'm really crying, bro, for that. But like, no bullshit, bro, for real. I want everybody to do better. Like, do better, please. Like, try your best to do better. Like, just positive things. Like, better doing the right thing. When you do the right thing, like, you see what happens, bro. Like, sometimes you sacrifice a lot, but it's worth it. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, man. I'ma make another video soon. And yeah, man, chill out. I'm not editing this either. I'm just gonna post it like this.